drive out to the North Shore. Get away for a while. Take it, boys.
We are getting a chance to talk to a Hawaii music legend. Home in the Islands concert is coming up. That's going to be at the Waikiki Shell. Sorry, the Tom Moffatt
Waikiki Shell. Yes.
This has been
I
a
have
while.
his son. His son keeps telling me it's Tom Moffatt Waikiki Shell.
Good job.
So he's got me on it.
You've been wanting to do this for a little while, but you've had to kind of postpone and push back. What's that been like?
Yeah, well, you know, we started last year. We wanted to do it in August, and then we moved it to September. And I think we moved it to another day. Then we just said, you know, there's no telling what's going to happen. When is this going to end? So we pushed it all the way till June 18th. And we figured by June 18th, everything should be a lot better, and people can get out and have a good time. And seems like that's how we are right now.
Well, you know, people are buying tickets, and this concert's going to go on. This has been even longer in the making because of all these relationships that you've had and all of these guests that you had. Are you going to have enough time to fit all these people on stage?
It's crazy, but you know, it's just amazing. It's like putting on a live, something live of your own playlist. You know, you get the best playlist, but it's live. You know, the artists are actually singing it, and it's amazing. We've been having rehearsals, and everybody's so excited. Everybody's so prepared for this. You know, they've been waiting for this. So it's going to be an amazing show, an epic show. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of work, but, you know, it's all worthwhile, you know, when you can have these artists come together united together, and they're all excited to be together. And, what we do is try to make people happy. And all these songs that that we all have are why we're here, and why we want to share it, give it back to the audience, and remember the good times.
So let's go through some of that list. Tell me your guests that are going to be here for your concert.
Woohoo! Well, we have some new artists, up and coming artists, Red Beat, Kalai Parish, Anna V, and then we have Jerry Santos, Makaha Sons, Ledward Kaapana, Amy Hanaiali'i, Naleo, our brother Nolan. We got the Kalapana. Who else we got? Oh man, it's just crazy. Kimie,
nice.
And more.
It's interesting because this is really kind of a look into Henry Kapono's personal playlist, either with the personalities or with the music that they make. Correct?
Right. I think a lot of the artists that are going to be there tonight, I've worked with, or I personally love their music. And I think it just feels good, I feel good about it, and I want when the people come, they're just going to you sit back and just enjoy the music, enjoy the live performance, and feel the energy.
This is kind of like a no-brainer because every one of these artists and more, and the audience that's going to be there, all knows your music. Back to when you were with Cecilio Rodriguez, going then forward to you as a recording artist, just your own, and then all of the interactions that you've had over the years with renowned entertainers like Israel, Roland Casimiro.
Oh, I know.
Talk about Roland Casimiro for a couple moments.
Yeah, I know. I love that guy. I got a hold of Robert. Robert Casimiro is also on the show.
Yep.
And I asked Robert if he thought it would be okay for me to get Roland's guitar. So he called his wife, and when his wife got back to me, and she said, "Oh yeah, he would love it." So I'm going to be playing his guitar for Home in the Islands with Robert, and it's going to be fun. I'm also doing a C&K song with Naleo, doing a C&K song with Roby. They just love this. I grew up with C&K.
Right?
Yeah. And, it's just I'm so grateful because all these years, I've been playing these songs and it's been making people feel good, and you realize that that's why you're here. Not here to just please yourself. You're here to please everybody. It's and it feels good. It feels good to see people smiling and just having a good time, and that's what it's all about.
You travel to a lot of places in your career across the continental United States, Japan, the world, really. And how does it feel that in all these places there are people that are just singing your music right back to you?
Well, it feels really good. Everywhere I go, they're singing with me. And, that's kind of like a bonus for me because they know the songs sometimes better than I do. If I watch them singing, I'll lose my spot and they'll keep going. But it's just, I think it's an artist's, should be an artist's bonus and pleasure to see everybody knowing their songs, singing their songs, and feeling their songs.
There is a group, or there are several individuals in your lineup that have not necessarily grown up with your music like we have because they're the new artists. So in essence, you're kind of mentoring them, but you've been doing that for a long while with all kinds of different people.
I have been. There's Hawaii has a lot of talent. It's just amazing how much talent we have. And I do my research. People say, "Hey, you got to check this out." So I'll go YouTube and check everything out, and I find some real gems. Like Red Beat and Kalai Parish. From the Big Island. He's a country boy. And also Anavi. Anavi is this. I love her work. She does a great job.
She's not only great, but it's just nice to see that she's also continuing that which her mom, as a recording artist back in the 90s, Namahana, just nice to see that continue,
Oh, yeah.
For what are you hoping for our Hawaii music industry? Because you get to see it from a slightly different perspective. You get to really enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you see what's happening with everybody as things progress because there's digital things now. And how do you feel about the music industry as a whole?
Well, I think with the digital, streaming and all that stuff, it allows an artist to get out there without being tied down to a corporation or a big record label. And it gives them an opportunity to see how well they do. And if they get to a point where they're getting a lot of attention, then the record companies come in. And I think that's a better way to get into a record company because you can make your own deal, and I think it's just opens up the whole industry to the world. Before, when we were with a record company, the biggest company in the world, Columbia, they only do like regions at a time, Whereas the digital world now, you can go anywhere in the world.
At any time.
Yeah, and any time, and be in control of your own destiny, which I think is a beautiful thing.
Which is why, young people like Kimie Miner, who's also mentoring and giving independents a chance to say that, they can go on and continue their music themselves too.
Right. It's they have to be passionate about what they want to do because it's not an easy life. I mean, easy road, but if you're passionate about it, you get through it, and you really have to love what you do.
Let's change the subject slightly. It seems you love what you do because you have been playing at Duke's Waikiki for how long now?
I think next year will be 30 years.
Wow. Yeah. The pandemic, everybody stopped down. Your venue is outside, and you saw, it seemed like not only did you pick up, but it just seems like every single Sunday you're there, just seemed like more people.
Yeah, it is amazing, We, I don't like to just get shut down and not go anywhere, So the internet was the way to go, and we've been preparing for the digital platforms and stuff, and So my wife and I said, well, we can do Dukes on Sunday at my house. I did an album called Henry's House, and we also did the live stream from Henry's house. I did also Positive World, which is positive virtues that I read, and then I talk about it, and then I sing a song, and that caught on like fire, you know. I have people coming now to Dukes because they can, just thanking me for getting them through that, you know. It actually helped me to get through it too, you know, to understand that there's hope out there, and there's people that are, you know, want to feel good about life.
Yeah,
and what's going on.
I was impressed because even your Tiki became a celebrity.
I know. There was hey, we're doing Dukes on Sunday at my house, and we had the Tiki in the back, and everybody said, hey, you know, Mr. Tiki, what's he doing? So I just created Mr. Tiki, and he's got a pretty good following.
Yeah, I saw that happening. Little Grass Shack. That song to me was dynamic because you found your music video, by the way, was awesome, but you also give shout outs and kudos to different entertainers, you know. Some of them, you know, like right out there, and some of them, you know, just like Don Ho, of course. That was obvious, but there was also that Bruno edge to it too, which was really dynamic. What is the future looking like for you and music?
You know, it's wide open. I love music. I love what I do, and there's so much opportunity. It's just a matter of going out there and being a part of it.
And then I'm going to go to a personal question here for a little bit. You are also a family man, and you find time to not only perform but spend time with your family and your kids who are getting bigger.
Oh, of course. My son is just grown. You know, he's like 6'3", 6'4", and
Woo!
Yeah.
Does that come from your side of the family?
I don't know where it comes from, but I wanted it a long time ago. But yeah, they're good kids. I guess the good part about the pandemic is that we got us to be together. You know, I got to see them more. I wasn't in the door and out the door. We just spent some time together. So that was a good part. You know, we also started our foundation, Henry Kapono Foundation, which is just started taking off. We put a We Are Friends program together, and we gave out these $500 gift cards from Foodland. We sent them out to about 300 families. We raised $200,000. A Kawakami family were the big part of getting us started. And it just made a big difference for musicians because we were all shut down. No work, no sign of when we were going to work again. So my wife, Leslie, and I said, you know, we got to do something. I lost all my gigs. So that means everybody else lost their gigs. So we put the program together, Henry, the We Are Friends program. And it just really gave the artists a chance to put their feet on the ground and figure out what's next. How do we reset? Where do we go next? But it gave them some food on the table. You know, they thought maybe just a $50, you know, but we gave $500, and that made a big difference.
No, you know, a lot of entertainers were really perplexed with what to do, and that helped to get them through. And your foundation continues to do great things.
Yeah, we are doing some great things. We got we got a great team of people working on it, and we got some. Next, we got scholarships coming up. We're going to give out also programs that we're developing to teach about the music industry, about health opportunities, financial opportunities, and just trying to make it easy for our artists to navigate through life. You know, because you know, we're artists. That's all we want to be. You know. But to have these at our fingertips, you know, you can go to my Henry Kapono Foundation and get all the information. yesterday I went did some videos with our partners, people that we're partnering with, like Ho'ola Napua, who they're like a rehab for exploited girls. And what a amazing job they're doing, and a beautiful facility that they have. Then we went to see Francine Dunois at Waikiki Health.
Nice.
Beautiful lady, so much energy, and they're doing some wonderful things. I mean, it's like a one-stop health, and they'll take anybody, everybody. You know, they won't let anybody down. So it's they have all kinds of opportunities there. And then you know, Henry Kapono Foundation went to Sight and Sound. You know, Sight and Sound, we've been doing a lot of work with Sight and Sound. Brian Spicer and his team, and they do great work, and they're great to work with. You know,
Brian's talented.
Yeah. So we, you know, we're in a good place, and we want everybody to be in the same place. You know, and kind of spread the love, spread the aloha, spread the malama, spread it all. You know, all the good stuff.
Okay, so if you want more information, you can go to Henry's website. And by the way, if you haven't been to Henry Kapono's website, they've revamped it, and it's really looking good.
Oh,
and
it looks
you
amazing.
have a chance to be a part of his newsletter, so you can, you know, always get the latest on what Henry is doing, foundation-wise, concert-wise, performance-wise, people that he's getting together business-wise to do great things. So go ahead, go to his website for more information. I do want to give you a couple of moments. I'm going to have you look at that camera right there, and you can tell everybody about the concert coming up.
All right. Well, I'd love to see everybody come on and just have a good time, feel good about being together. It's been a long time, and I think it's time for us to all come together for a good time together. And the best is yet to come.
Okay, and with that, once again, Henry Kapono joining us here in the digital studio. Much continued
and you're going to be there too. You're joining us.
Yes, there's going to be MCs there.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Are you
No,
kidding me?
It's a blessing.
So I'm going to be there along with
McKenna Maduli.
Yep.
Also Melia Pana
Yay, sister.
and Kimu Kahuano.
Could not do it without him. The voice and the presence that he has. So come on down. Waikiki Shell, get your tickets and find out more information. Just go to Henry's website, and we will put that down into the comment area so that you can go ahead and join us too. Henry.
Billy,
Much
thank
continued
you.
success to you, man.
Love you, man.
Love
Thank you so
Ron.
much.
All right. We'll see you there at the concert.